Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back on my channel. Today we have very important discussion, and in previous lecture we started debate about belief, myths, strategy, prisoner dilemma, and we defined what is actually a belief. In this lecture actually we will calculate and we will try to define expected utility. Which kind of the expected utility we will discuss? Von Neumann Morgenstern expected utility. Expected utility. That is called VNM expected utility. Okay. So finally we will conclude this lecture how you will calculate von Neumann Morgenstern expected utility V and M. Okay. So first of all, just recall what is belief. What is belief? Yeah. Belief is player self-assessment. Self-assessment about his or her own action or strategy or action of others indicate. One important thing is that why I am discussing here belief. Belief is basically a mixed strategy, is itself a kind of belief. We discussed in previous example or in previous lecture that you have to decide or you have to assume what strategy your opponent can play or what is the probability to play strategy 1 or strategy 2. It is your belief. That's why you have to be clear about belief. It's kinds of mixed strategy here. Okay, now let's take example. SI is strategy of individual I, and similarly S minus I strategy of other is strategy of other. Okay, what, how you can define a strategy profile? Because we know that every strategy of individual has certain probability. Okay, every strategy of individual has some probability, some probabilities. These are P1, P2, and so on Pn. Clear? So, for example, or I can write it for PS1, PS2, and so on PSN. What does it means? Probabilities to play strategy S1, strategy S2, and so on strategy Sn. And we know that summation I goes 1 to n, or summation I goes 1 to n number of strategies. Okay, sometime you can write in this way, instead of n number of strategies, I goes from 1 to n number of strategies. It is pi which is equal to 1, because as per the definition of probabilities, sum of probabilities must be equal to 1, so that all the sum of all these probabilities should be equal to 1 here. And we can write that it should belongs to either 0 or 1. Am I right? Okay, that sum, or I can write here, these probabilities belongs to 0 and 1, which sum equal to 1. Either they will be 0 or 1, or it may lie between 0 and 1. Nothing else here. So I can write here strategy set of strategy profile delta Si. Delta means set of strategy profile. It is equal to, what does it means? PS1, PS2, PSN. You right? And belongs to 0 and 1, such that summation I goes to number of strategy Si, that is Pi, it should be equal to 1. It should be equal to 1. And this is called the set of strategy profiles. Right? And in our example, we have a case of prisoner dilemma here. So when we have a case of prisoner dilemma, and we assume here there are two suspect in a jail, and both have two kinds of strategies. One strategy is called confess, and other strategy is called deny. Okay, so it means we can draw a payoff matrix here. Payoff matrix here. Yes, confess, deny, confess, deny. Yes, what is actually the confess here? 22033011. Okay, these are the payoff. It means a strategy here. SI, the set of strategy, two strategy, and similarly S minus I, confess and deny. We have two strategies here. Both opponent have two strategies. Individual Y and his opponent S minus I both have same strategy here. Okay. There is one concept. What is Cartesian product? Cartesian product. What is Cartesian product? For example, A is a set which has two elements, 1 and 2, and B is another set which has another two elements, 2 and 3. And their Cartesian product A cross B will be 1, 2, comma 1, 3, comma 2, 2, comma 2, 3. These all are the possible combination, and you can do it for B as well. So this is kind of the Cartesian product. Now this kind of the Cartesian product we can apply here in case of the strategy profile. For example, for example, strategies probability are 1 over 2 and 1 over 2. Similarly, 2 upon 3 and 1 over 3. These are the probabilities for two player. What does it means? It is these It is the set of probabilities for player 1, and similarly it is set of probability for player 2. Okay, what does it means? Player 1 has probability to play confess is 1 over 2, and similarly for deny his probability is 1 over 2. And now player 2 has a probability for confess is 2 over 3, and similarly 1 over 3 here. So I can write here 1 over 3 and 2 over 3, and similarly 1 over 2, and D is 1 over 2. These are my assumption in this example. K means player 1 has these two probabilities and player 2 has these two probabilities. Okay, you can take another example, but one important thing, the sum of these elements or the sum of these probability should be equal to 1. It cannot be greater than 1. It may be 0 or equal to 1 or lie between 0 and 1. Okay, so remember this one. So now the sum is equal to 1. The sum of these two probability equal to 1 here. Okay. Now let's an elements of, now assume what an element of delta Si strategy profile is sigma, that is sigma I belongs to delta Si, and delta Si is a Cartesian product, is a Cartesian product of what? Is a Cartesian product of strategy profile. So I can write this one, delta I belongs to equal to, or the belongs to delta Si, that is actually the Cartesian product of S1 cross Si minus 1 cross Si plus 1, and similarly last one is Sn. This is the Cartesian product, and you can apply for this another individual delta I minus I. It is for his opponent or his competitor in the market. Okay, so you can apply here. Now it is called strategy profile, set of strategies profile, and this one is Cartesian product of n strategies for I. Cartesian product of n strategies for I. Yeah. Let's ultimately we can write this sigma delta minus I belongs to delta minus I, and so on. We can write here. And sigma has two elements here. What are the elements? Sigma equal to sigma I and sigma I dash. Probability of individual I and probability of individual minus I. Okay. And ultimately, this probability is based on what? Confess and deny. Okay. And these confess and deny has probability 1 over 2 and 1 over 2, right? And similarly, it has the probability, though both strategies D and Y, and which have these two probabilities to play C, 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. Okay, right? As per our assumption here. Now you can compare this one. Okay, sigma I is a chance to probability either place C or D for individual I. And what are the probabilities to place C and D? 1 over 2, 1 over 2. And similarly, his opponent probability to play confess and deny. What are these probabilities? 1 over 3 and 2 over 3 here. Clear? You got my point? Now move forward. Okay. So now the case of the prisoner dilemma here. So we can write this one. Okay, individual 1 and individual 2, or I can write this one. Sigma 1 and sigma 2 here. Instead of I and minus I. Clear? So now, okay, what actually we are doing here? Actually, our decision maker playing mixed strategy. When he is playing mixed strategy, it means that he is expected utility maximizer or he is expected payoff maximizer. And when we talk about expected utility maximizer or expected utility or expected payoff maximizer, this concept is called, I have already told you, von Neumann Morgenstern expected utility. Clear? So it means that the objective of my player in this game of prisoner dilemma, they are expected utility maximizer here. Okay. So now move forward here. For example, suppose that both play mixed strategies. And suppose here both player have uncertainty. Both player have uncertainty. That's why They are expected utility maximizer. Expected utility maximizer. They are expected utility maximizer. Okay. Now, for example, sigma 1 is 1 over 2, 1 over 2, and sigma 2 is, sorry, sigma 1 is 1 over 4 and 3 over 4. Sigma 2 is 1 over 2 and 1 over 2. Here. Clear? These are the probabilities for these two pair. So I can write here. So for the 1 is, for confess is 1 over 4. Okay, for deny is 3 over 4. Similarly, 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. Right? And you have to calculate expected utility. Objective here that we have to calculate expected utilities. Okay, we have to calculate expected utilities. Now, for example, yes, for player 1, U1, C1 and sigma 2. Yes. When player 1 is decide to confess subject to the condition that player 2 has mixed strategy sigma 2. You got my point? What I am saying you. Player 1 is decide to confess given that player 2 has mixed strategy sigma 2. So it means it is, what are the mixed strategies? Again, the probability is 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 here. You got my point? Clear? So similarly, we have the mixed strategy for player 2. Player 2 mixed strategies are here. Sorry, this is 1 over 3, 2 over 3, and this is 1 over 3, And similarly, the strategies of sigma 1 are 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. Take 2 over 3 and 1 over 3. And what are the other strategies? 2 over 3 and 1 over 3, and it is 1 over 2. Yes. Okay. So 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. Yes. What will be the expected payoff here? Expected payoff for U1 is U1C sigma 2 equal to, yes, what about this one? It is 2 when it decide to confess. Okay, 2 multiplied by 1 over 3 plus, yes, second when opponent decide to play this one, so it is 0. So 0 plus 2 over 3, right? This is the conflict. So it means it is expected utility here. Similarly, you can calculate for U2 see, yeah, sigma 1 and for D is C1 and D is sigma 2. For D is, in case of 3, 1 over 3 plus, yes, when it's way D, so 2 over 3 into 1, this one. So 1 over 2, 3. So you have 1 plus 2 over 3. So it is 4, that is equal to 2 upon 3, and this one is 4 over 3. Yeah, again it is expected. You can calculate for U2 as well. We can calculate it for U2 as well. Okay, we can calculate it for U2 as well. Now, take another example here. Okay, we select other nature of kind of the probabilities here. What are the probabilities? For example, suppose here, yes, what sigma 1 is 1 over 4 and 3 over 4. Sigma 2 is 1 half, 1 half. Okay, so just change the values here. Okay, 1 over 4, sorry, yes. 1 half, 1 half is 1 over 4 and 3 over 4. Yeah, okay. So now U2 depends on U2 has two options, sigma 1 and sigma 2. That is equals to, yeah. What about expected utility? U2, 1. Given that individual one has probability same pattern this one. Clear? Subject to confess. Similarly, U2 sigma 1 subject to deny. Okay? Expected utility of individual 2 is equal to individual 2 payoff when he confess, given that individual 1 probability is sigma 1. Similarly, plus individual 2 decide to deny, given that individual 1 probability is sigma 1 here. Clear? So now substitute these two values here. What is the probability of this payoff is for confess is half 1 over 2. Okay, U2 sigma 1 and C. What is the probability? Half U2 sigma 1 and D. Right? And further we can expand this when individual 1 decide to confess. So U2 confess plus what? U2 individual 1 decide to deny confess. Now take this one plus here, now this one 1 over 2 individual 2 and 1 decide to confess, and again individual 2 deny, plus U2 1 decide to deny and 2 as well, and you have this one. You got my point? Now, what is the probability of U2CC? Clear? U2CC. The probability is 1 over 4 here. Clear? And what is the payoff is? Payoff is 2. You got my point? The payoff is 2. Probability is 1 is decide to confess. Here, when U1 decide to confess and you already decide to confess, both are going to confess. What is the probability is 1 over 4 for individual 1, and what is the payoff is 2 here. So I can write this one here. Yes, 1 over 2. So U2 sigma 1 sigma 2. Yes, 1 over 2. Yes, so when individual 1 also decide for confess. Okay, look at this one. What is the probabilities? 1 over 4, and payoff is here. For individual 2 is 2. So 1 over 4 multiplied by 2 plus when it decide for deny. Yeah, when it decide for deny. given that individual T2 is already confessed. So what does it means? The probability is 3 over 4 and the payoff is 0. 3 over 4 multiplied by 0. And the plus here 1 over 2 similarly. Yes, this one is here. Okay, C and D. C and D. Yeah, this is the payoff. So 1 over 4 multiplied by 3. 1 over 4 multiplied by 3 here. And plus similarly, yes, 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 here. And 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 here. And 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 here. And now to calculate this one, it is equal to 1 over 4 this value, okay, 2 on the 2 to the 4, and 1 over 4 similarly plus this value is equal to 3 over 4. This value is equal to 3 over 4. The sum is equal to 1. So what you have concluded here? We have concluded here the expected utility or expected payoff on the basis of mixed strategy for individual 2 is equal to 1. So conclusion here, expected payoff or expected utility for individual 2 is equal to 1. And you can draw a conclusion for individual 1 as well. Clear? The same practice do for individual 1 and do yourself, and you will find the expected payoff for individual 1 as well. One important thing is that in daily life where we can apply this kind of the concept, it is very important, because whenever we have example of insurance market, example of lotteries, and example of stock market, there are some uncertainties in the market, and you have two states, what kind of either good or bad. So in this condition you have to calculate the expected utilities, and sometimes you don't know and your belief does not allow you individual, and you are not deterministic that what will be the chance to play the strategy yourself as well as for the strategy other individual. You cannot be deterministic. So in this condition, when you are the probabilistic and your approach is a mixed strategy approach, so you cannot conclude and you cannot find true value of expect true value of utility. Yani with certainty you cannot find the value of strategy here, or value of utility here, or the payoff. So in this condition you need to calculate the expected utility. That expected utility is called von Neumann Morgenstern utility, expected utility, that we have calculated here. And now we have concluded here, and now inshallah we will meet again in my coming video, and we will have a series of lecture, and after completion of the lectures from the game theory we will go towards the uncertainty. Thank you guys. Allah Hafiz.